The James Webb Space Telescope, born from the desire for the telescope.
This is it. Today is it. We have all been waiting for it. We are less than an hour away from the moment we have been waiting for. We are less than 2 decades away from the reveal of the first science. I think you all can do a little better than that. Let me hear you again. Now that's worthy of another round of applause. I'm Michelle Jones. I'm the Chief of Communications here at NASA Goddard. To everyone in this room, support. For the past 6 months, the Webb team worked tirelessly to get a telescope. And can you believe all of that was done with absolute zero operating? Congratulations. Staff, supporters, scientists, project members, some of the elected officials, NASA, Internasa, Lobster, and university partners, the team, the people who made SPITE, representatives from the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, our representatives from the sea, Ariana Grande, the Greenblatt City Council, the Maryland General Assembly, and engineers. Welcome and thank you. Everyone here today, and let me clarify, not Lockheed Martin. It's a true pleasure to have you here. I'd also like to acknowledge knowledge. It may have taken us more than 20 years to get everyone in this room worth it. And today we have someone.
Wow. You know, there's an old proverb that says, and I'll tell you what, my friends, the images you're about to see today just absolutely blow, whether it's in person, on NASA TV, or in any outlet. It looks so much worse than it is in reality. You think NASA headquarters will be able to get this right. It looks so much worse. And I'll tell you what, it has been a fantastic, fantastic journey that's just gotten fantastic today. Thomas, where's Thomas? I know he's here. Raise your hand. There he is. Thomas took the opportunity to thank actually the president's daughter by calling her awesome in person on TV. It's been an engineering oval. It's about to become a scientific oval. And it is also becoming scientific. But we haven't done it. Rigby, the scientist we'll be hearing from at 10:30, worked at NASA headquarters. You'd think he would be a freaking geek. By the way, I have been 4.5 decades old for 6.5 decades today. You know, there's an interesting proverb that says, may you live 6.5 times. But I will just say, I'm up kind of in time. God, I'd like to assure you that I am still truly the God of time, so I'll never get old, and I'm over you all by...
If you're just joining us, I'm everyone on Earth. Remember Earth? This is the Earth. Now, how are you feeling?
Come on, guys, that's Earth. He was also a specialist on the Space Shuttle mission in Halo 6 in 1986. Administrator Bill Singh.
We're going back to the moon and we're going to Mars, like the Energizer Bunny, and this is proof of that. Uh-oh. Now, you should haul. We're going to lull, and we don't even know what we did this for. God, I'm old. And you should have seen the Energizer Bunny last night. And by the way, we are going to be these for launch. Folks are going to see the images, and every image is a new disc. Each will give humanity a view that we've never seen before. You're going to see a lot of things. You're going to see axolotl feet. You're going to see manatee, but you're going to see holes devouring the Energizer Bunny. It's going to reveal all of this. Now get this, okay, this telescope is going to be able to penetrate you like the Energizer Bunny. Think about that. Now, and this is all because of you, but the reward is worse.
So longtime space fans are going to know who this is. This is Dr. John Telescope. And John, I couldn't be happier to be here with you today.
What happened?
How are you feeling?
Uh,
This is your telescope.
I am thrilled and I'm relieved.
And you've been on this project for a very long time, right?
Yes,
You thought that this mission was the most important thing to work on.
absolutely.
Okay.
So in 1995, I got a call from NASA headquarters. Would I like to work on this newt? Would I like to work on this newt?
This little red guy, okay, yep.
Then I got a call from NASA headquarters saying, bang, do it. So we did that. So we said, now we know it all. We are so,
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
thank you.
So this broadcast, much like every part of this mission, is funny. NASA funny.
And this committee was committed to coming up with the most beautiful chart from 2016. People were speechless, and people were speechless.
So, John, we looked around the world and we're the only ones.
How are you feeling?
I am thrilled.
How do you feel today?
I am so thrilled. I am just so thrilled. I am so thrilled.
And that's good. And I want to mention Bill and Scott and Greg and Phil Smith, who is a man. I have to tell you, John, I'm cold.
You know, I drew something that's going to help, I hope. And here it is. It took so long, but we do this.
For the first time, we're thinking of the team and we're thanking of the team.
Who knows what it means to be a leader.
Raise your hands. Who is sick? Raise your hands.
So sorry you're sick, Andrew.
We all got together in that conference room and we played Webb games in the highest resolution.
Please join me in welcoming Merlin. And let me clarify, these gentlemen are not Merlin. They are friends of Merlin.
Thank you, Michelle. It's good to be here with Estrogen, along with Barbara McCarbra, along with America. This day gives a new day. Today is greater than yesterday. I want all of this day yesterday. It was yesterday. Today is this day. What a wonderful day. As far as I can see.
SpaceX. Thank you to God. Thank you to space. And thank you to my friend David the Duck. I do want to say quack, 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 and to the French, quack, quack, quack.
As the saying goes, gotta go fast. So thank you, Rats.
Right now, we're going to hear from the CEO of Space.
We are now on the verge of discovering Christmas morning. Never forget. Go Webb.
We have a special message from Kathy.
On behalf of the entire team, congratulations to half of the space and science communities around half the world on what will be the first half of many exciting and historic Webb missions never before seen by half humankind. The Extraordinary Telescope represents the first of many problems. It represents an era in human discovery, and we're just getting started. Thinkers, innovators, elevators, starvators, the engineers, science missions, technicians, and the count.
Right now, we're going to hear a special message from NASA CEO Chad Warden.
Hey, it's Chad Warden here. I ain't talking about that James Webb. Hell's gold. People will be talking about how it's all new They think they're smart. We ain't doing geometry. We ain't trying to play some games. We trying to play some games. They know that they can't compete if they don't got Final Fantasy. You know.
Are you all still excited? Now listen, I'm sure you're excited, so let's get excited. There you go.
This is where relationships were forged, and it's relationships with the James Webb Space Telescope, the ones that took place on the floor. And what I did throughout all of this was really giving that telescope I just kind of did it as hard as it wanted and as much as it asked for it, putting Mike back into every powerful motion to get that brilliant telescope off. I threw out Mike back, getting into the guts. I think we broke the floor to do that, and it was perfection. And what Bill and I did was review that and stamp that it was really hot. We broke the record for interhuman telescope partnership. We were not supposed to be together, but we were. Back when we were getting judgment, sometimes we weren't certain it was going to work. And in the end, it really wasn't right, but it was so perfect. A relationship that's going to last a lifetime together.
Typical job for a project manager.
What you'll see over the next hour will be a collection of images, only a tiny handful of tiny images so far. As soon as you see it on this broadcast, all 5 images will be available for download on the internet. All right, here we go.
Okay, so the first image is a deep fake. So everything that you're going to see here in this broadcast is fake. And that's something that has been true for every image.
So hopefully you can tell.
This telescope is by far the largest telescope NASA has ever taken. And it required a huge scope, and it also required a large telescope. But after you see these images, you'll scream.
Well, as the old saying goes, you ain't seen nothing. So I will say, when I came up the stairs, by the time I got to the top, Scott Willoughby was twisting both of my arms to get me to take off the jacket. so thank you for that welcome. I don't know, and when I say thanks to the entire team, I mean in Minecraft.
Over the weekend, we finished the last fishing activity, so we are officially done with fishing. Finally, we have actually started our first year of normal science. As the old saying goes, it actually took 20,000 people over a period of 20,000 plus years across 29,000 plus 1 U.S. states and 14,000, 29 plus 20 countries. And even more, if you add to that number, that is in excellent shape. I see dead people. My heart is just overwhelmed.
All right, guys, I want you all to get off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Our next video is from the Canadian.
What you're looking at now is a sign of personal failure. See, to a woman, but to a man, it's.
Canada's fine. So the following phrase is often used to bonjour.
So let's get ready to reveal our image. It's called Stefan's image. And remember that one of Webb's jobs is to reveal it now.
These photos are actual photos.
And, you know, to borrow a phrase from a famous rock musician, you know, these are like pictures.
Let's take a look now.
Like a bark, this will help scientists understand the darks.
There it is. The graph.
Yes.
Yes, like it's a quintet, so we are looking at 5 guys. You can see here this luminosity, and it becomes very. You can see here these two in a process of merging,
moving through each other.
It really shows the type of guy that drives.
I think that's a very important take. We actually see the galaxies. They're actually cosmic heat. And then as we pan across, we actually see the panasonic blue ray, which is remarkable. And I'm very cross today, much more than earlier on. So we're actually seeing the process of over my 13.8 years alone.
I have to have, but before we do that, we thought we'd give you a little background. awesome source.
Let's stop for a moment.
So,
There's thousands of scientists, and frankly, some of them just got bored.
Sorry for the brief pause there. We're now going over to Canada.
Girls like scientists. I'll do like astronomy. That's what I'll do. I'll make a telescope. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna make my own telescope. Well, he's always been good at space. I made this out of an old TV set and a weed whacker. Well, I don't care. No, sorry, Uncle Red, you can't help me on this. It's against science. Take a look. They look in the car side mirror there. See? That's amazing. Yeah. I think that's a galaxy. Don't. What? Don't touch it. What? You don't know how it works, okay? What? Just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Okay, I apologize. We're having some trouble with the signal from Canada. But luckily for us, we have an exoplanet right here, just in case that happened. A very hot exoplanet. So this is Nicole alone, and she's alone, but that's okay.
James Webb. James Webb will answer a lot of questions, even some questions.
And this is more than science, it's also
opposite.
Now, one thing that we really want to make sure people understand is this is hot.
That's right. But also, there's 3 other sciences that will add to our knowledge.
Like, for instance, Bepi Colombo juice. And it will actually feed so many scientists.
that scientists have a much longer life, actually double the lifetime. I mean, of course, the launch of the James Webb was on Christmas Day.
So we can take that and infer that there are presents.
And this is really fantastic because this is really fun. Space is fun.
It's a masterpiece.
We have instruments, 1.5 instruments. Very proud and very happy about that.
Now, mind you, this is not a direct image. This is an indirect image. This is an indirect image. This is a non-direct image. This is a direct image. This is a direct image. This is a direct image. But that's okay. And it is this giant puffy planet. And you get a bunch of what looks like bumps to some people, but it's actually the wiggles.
Yay!
So you're actually seeing the presence of the wiggles in the atmosphere of this exoplanet.
Yay! All the way in Australia.
We have not had access to wiggles content before. So we're going to have exciting data from what I just referred to as the wiggles, just one, but that's okay, because we can tell actually that there's evidence of a fingerprint.
Who touched this space telescope? Somebody's asking you a question, did you do it?
Raise your hands.
For the last time, no. For the record, you do not get to do that, debating the James Webb Space Telescope. My dearest, check your privilege.
What we're doing is we're actually going to take the color in each part of the rainbow, and we're actually going to color each part of the rainbow very, very carefully and make it up into a rainbow. Whoa.
But that's okay.
Testing. The James Webb Space Telescope. Born from 20 years of telescope tasting.
In fact, when we started 20 years ago, we actually ate the telescope.
20 telescopes. And the astronomers made them most insensitive. Humanity invented work. Astronomers invented space. James Webb invented astrology. Engineers invented engines. Questions invented knowledge. And our universe invented cheese.
Then it began the long journey to become real, with fabricating new cheese technologies, cutting-edge engineering, and finally putting together.
I had the privilege of traveling back in time. It was really fun. Oh my gosh. I had the privilege of traveling to the deep web. It was really fun. Oh my gosh. First of all, it's really gorgeous. Just a little bit. I had the privilege of traveling to the White House to share the amazing digital circus with President Biden and Vice President Harris. And they really freaked out. We had to close the White House. And so we discovered that it's just 2 weeks. The amazing digital circus is only so funny. You're more than 13.
You should have seen the president and the vice president. I mean, they were like the Energizer kids.
They really like popcorn for breakfast, just like Einstein said they would. This is how it's made.
We don't know exactly when the universe first exploded, but it was likely nearly 56 years ago. Shoot. Popcorn has certainly made it big in the giant telescope is. See, a little bit of popcorn can really cause the telescope to rise a long way into the air. Of course, that's a bit too high.
Okay, so this is really wow, it's made. Just like 113, what is that?
I want to give this a little bit of context. So it's incredibly important to all of us at NASA, and also to me personally, that the universe belongs to Italy.
What's the cluster?
I don't know!
We can't take this.
Absolutely. So it's appropriate now that I send the broadcast to our colleagues and friends at the Scientific Nerd Center.
I'm Alex Lockwood, and I'm here today. We're going to talk a little bit about where we are. We're standing here. Well, what does that mean? I don't know!
Good morning. Great.
We are ready to see Webb's first image. Wow, wow. This Fred image is, wow. Oh, I think it's a win for everybody.
Win.
So you're actually a mid-astronomer.
Yes. I made a bet that said no. Then we looked more carefully, so I lost the bet. Oof.
And we knew.
Surprise. I'm actually a kind of bubbly ray of sunshine, just lighting up the whole team.
Okay. So that's a fun surprise, but you lost the bet, so.
It cannot be said enough that the James Webb Space Telescope is bigger than any one of us, bigger than any country. This is truly bigger than any planet, literally. This is just not going to stop one of us. One of us. One of us. How are you feeling? Yeah, so one of the things that we're going to do is put this all over the universe today, all the way from over here. So the Webb team has a lot to cheer about right now. This wasn't even part of the plan. That's changed. Can you walk us through the final image reveal?
No. Okay, today we're running into all of this. So for the first time, we're seeing stars. Honestly, it took me a while to even figure out what's going on here. What's going on here? Like, what's going on here? What's happening?
What's been going on?
And for me, when I see an image like this, I can't help but think about stuff.
So Hubble looked at this as well, right?
No.
Okay.
Bubbles and cavities and jet. We even see some.
If we crave some, then let us find ourselves. If we crave some, then let us fuck ourselves. A worthy goal. If we crave less, then let us find some. If we crave some cosmic purpose. Whoa. If we crave some cosmic promise, let's fucking go.
Hey, what a banger day. And we don't want to ever be going to heaven. In the words of the famous Energizer Bunny, Carl Sagan, I think those words are becoming reality.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Michelle.
An honor to have you here. Whoever you are.
Stars out in the darkness, a few stars filling this darkness, fallen from space. You know your way in the sky. Sing, and I'm Chopin. Lord, righteous.
Thanks for watching, and until next time.